may not be the rebound phenomenon, and we don't know, but it's a model. Nobody sat in there and observed. It may be the effect of pressing into the barrier also, but that doesn't make any difference. The model works, so we could say we press into the barrier. That's it. Okay?
好，所以他就说那个反弹效应这件事到底有没有发生？没有人坐在那边看到有没有发生。不过这个 model 似乎也是有用。好，那你也可以把它推到 barrier 阻碍点停在那。他说不过没关系，本来这个反弹 model 就有用了，我们就这么做。Yeah.
So let's do it. C2 from right to left. She makes a face, and that proves that I did an effective challenge. And again, I talk too much. Okay. Push, 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 push. Yeah, that's it. So I get a positive challenge, and that confirms my palpatory diagnosis. Now, I can explain later why it is useful to do that challenge. I mentioned it. You want to do before and after your correction, but there are other aspects that we go into later, maybe.
好。 He will want to see one more time again about that.
The problem is you didn't see anything, right? This is the spinous process. I contacted it here and said,
推过去回来。
I pressed and released.
对。
You didn't have to be to engage. You just press and rebound.
Feel the barrier.
Press and release. But I do not just meaning I am in the structure with my perception. Okay, that's important. With any kind of manual measure, you should kind of project yourself into the structure as always.
好，所以就是说是有感觉的，投射自己去感觉，这样推之后有感觉的，推完之后放开，就这样，然后会产生反弹效应。
Okay, so what have we got? We have the confirmation of the left rotation lesion. Now I'm going to show you a correction. This is very specific, a K that doesn't exist anywhere else. A correction with respiratory assistance. So respiratory assisted correction.
好，所以他刚刚这样做完挑战之后，本来正常反应的肌肉就变无力了，所以这个东西就是他的问题。我接下来示范一个，他说要示范 AK 里面唯有的、特有的一个，就是利用呼吸去调整的一个方法。
The beauty of it is that you can do it in any person. You can do it in a 95-year-old osteoporotic. You can do it in a child. You can do it in an athlete. It is not dangerous. There's no risk. I mean, not berserking. So don't worry about vertebral arteries, about discs, and so forth. It is a very, say, adapted to the patient, a very smooth kind of correction.
好，所以我们等一下的做法是非常安全的。那个老人家、95岁小孩子全部都可以做，你根本不用去担心什么 vertebral artery 椎动脉的一个问题，或者是椎间盘的一个问题，任何人都可以做，坐着也可以做。
Okay, so what I'm going to do is that this is spinous process, right? And I'm going to contact the spinous process this time not with the tip of my third finger, but with the base of the proximal phalange of the index finger. Okay, this is a very common corrective contact for cervical spine.
好，所以我现在指的这个位置，他刚刚讲的就是第二食指近端指节的底部的地方。他说这个对于颈椎来讲是常用的，用这个位置去推脊突或是脊椎 ，yeah.
So to get a more convenient biomechanics on myself. I'm going to stand. Uh, um, this is much better doing standing because you are more compact, more focused.
好，这个手法绝对建议站着准，你的身体比较能够密合 compact 在一起。
Don't feel menaced. All right. So again, the contact here, and I'm going to use coupled mechanics.
好，我要用耦合的动作去思考了。
What does that mean?
那代表什么意思呢？
I want to move the second cervical vertebra into right rotation. And the homonymous coupling of the cervical spine means that right rotation is accompanied or facilitated by right flexion.
One side flexion.
Yeah.
Yeah， 应该是侧弯了。好，来，所以就是往左旋转的脊椎呢，其实基本上你要往右旋转去带，哦，然后呢，所以呢，你要有耦合动作的概念，你想要往右旋转，你是不是要带一个右侧弯？因为是耦合动作的关系，右侧弯会诱发右旋转。
Okay, so I am going to contact the C2.
我会碰到第二节颈椎。
As I explained. And I am going to place my second and third finger of the other hand around the sternocleidomastoid, and this leaves me finger 4 and 5 to put under the occiput to do a little traction this way.
好，所以他的左手我看一下哦，食指跟中指放在胸乳肌，无名指跟小指放在枕骨，可以带一点 traction 牵拉力。
Now, doing this, I have a very nice contact, and I can ask her, is that okay?
还好吗，老师？
Okay. So, I forgot something. To be correct, I could challenge the phase of respiration that will help me in doing this.
啊，忘了一件事情，他说有一个呼吸器，到底是哪个东西可以帮忙他的调整？忘了先测。
I was being too optimized. That is, 90% of the cases are assisted by inspiration.
对，他就说不好意思，我过于乐观了。他刚刚直接没想太多就做的原因是90%的人吸气会诱发这个调整，所以他根本没想，他就本来想要直接带吸气的，但还是测一下你。
So as a routine, quite honestly, I simply go by inspiration.
所以基本上要直接用吸气做下
That's
去。
horses.
对，这个是大部分的马都是长马的样子啊。
But they can test for it. In case of doubt, I should do that. So what I do is I repeat the challenge while she holds the inspiration phase.
好，所以他其实事实上要再去做一次推动挑战，然后看他吸跟吐的时候。
So again, the same contact in neutral position.
在正中的位置。
I push on C2. No, breathe in, breathe in, hold your breath. I push, and then push over here, push, and that, if it helps, should negate the positive challenge.
好，如果吸气的话呢，它其实事实上它的一个刚刚弱的一个肌肉应该是要变强起来。
Okay, again, we have her inspire, breathe in, hold the breath, repeat the challenge, retest the muscle. And the muscle that through the challenge formerly got weak, now will no longer go weak because the weakening challenge is negated, is dampened by inspiration. That means inspiration is helpful.
我们要知道我等一下在做调整的时候，该选吸还该选吐。我就是在挑战的时候，我加吸气跟加吐气。那如果加了吸气，它的弱的肌肉变强起来，这个对它有帮忙，就变成是吸气就 OK。但是如果还是弱的，就表示吸气对它没有帮忙，或者是说你 正常的肌肉就用吸气，结果落掉，那就不行，这样子 ，OK。
So if that does not occur, then in case of doubt, test for expiration. Have a breathe in, breathe out, hold the breath, challenge, and retest the muscle.
好，所以呢，我们也可以用吸，然后吐。如果刚刚那个吸气的帮助没有办法让弱的强起来，好，那我就用吐测，吐吸吐，吐完之后停在那边，然后再做测试。
I remember that from
吸 and 吐。
Qigong lesson.
吐，对。
Okay, so we do the correction because now we have the parameters, we have the direction of challenge which is equal to the direction of correction, and we have the phase of respiration that will help us. So,
好，我们也知道要调整的方向，也知道哪个呼吸方向了，
okay.
要知道摆位的方
Breathe
向
in.。
吸，
And you should always ask, is that okay?
就要问他还好吗？
Out. And you should feel within within, yeah. And you should feel the movement of the vertebra. Breathe in.
你要感觉到椎体的动作。
Still okay?
OK。
Breathe in. Okay. So, how often? You know the answer, right?
Depends on the movement
Phase of the
phase of the moon.
So 7 is always a magical number, right?
对，他就说要做几下呢，就是看你心情啊，月亮的心情，或是月亮周期。
5 to 7 times.
他说大概7次吧，7次是幸运的数字，或是5到7次。
Can I ask,
对，
for the second section, how long will be the interval for the second section?
For the second,
Therapy. I mean,
the second session.
I mean,
Yeah.
you treat it today.
So
and-
like the
Oh.
first session you do 7, and then the second one,
I
second in the
was
second
not
session.
on track for that question. For the second session, why are you asking this now? So you were to say how long does that hold?
对呀、就有人问说到底是要停，效果会多久？你会觉得第二次该做，是不是觉得它会就没有效？你该做第二次吗？
Well, you could rather ask how effective is that,
应该要问说这样
and
会多有效吧？
And
应该是要问这个。
the answer is that the effect of this is more or less equivalent to a high velocity adjustment. So for those who are adjusters, you can use this this grip, this handling, also for high velocity adjustments. Okay, so which is, by the way, friendly on the patient. Why? Because you are following the biomechanics of the cervical spine. Unlike the positioning that we all learn for adjustments of the cervical spine, which is uncoupled. Okay, like we would do this, which is side bending to the left and rotation to the right. This is uncoupling of cervical mechanics. Now,
他说这个效果其实事实上跟你在做 high velocity 的人，高速调整的人是类似的效果效应。但是他说那你基本上都一样，你 high velocity 基本上你再思考一下，我们会的做法有什么样不一样？就是说我们在 high velocity 的时候做的是非耦合动作，如果对于他要往右旋转调整，他会让他头侧弯旋转往右的方式去调整。
okay, so it is with regards to the effect, it is the mobilization, as I showed you, is equivalent. You can adjust any vertebra that way. And how long does it hold is a different question. And the answer to it is that it depends on whether you have you took care of superordinate factors.
Mm.
Superordinate factors are, of course, injury areas of disturbance, yes. Superordinate may be the TMJ. So, in fact, you need to correct the entire spine. And not only that, you need to do a complete correction from vertex to toes, and then you have a good chance that it's going to hold. Okay. Now, are you always able to do a lasting complete correction? No, because people may have bad foot mechanics or whatever, so you can produce insoles and sometimes you do not succeed.
So, in your practice, how long would you make a second appointment for the?
Depends. No, a normal interval would be a week. Yeah. So I would, after correction, I would say, okay, make an appointment next week. Okay. But I always say you can cancel the appointment if you do not feel it is necessary. So this is not very business minded, but you end up getting an advantage from it because people respect that and say, well, he did it in one go. Okay. I have no interest whatsoever in so-called maintenance care. When you go to chiropractic school, there's a big program about practice building, not the building, but the
Yeah, I know, practice building.
So there are these practices, these clinics that you can buy a package, 10 treatments with a reduced price. And this is, to me, this is absurd because that means that you say that you cannot do anything valuable in 1, 2, 3 goes. Okay, so.
Yeah. 我稍微讲一下好了。他问说效果能够维持多久呢？那就看状况，看什么状况？你有没有把它一些更高层次的问题解掉 ？Eventually， 最后你要把全部的脊椎、全身上下都要做一个它的一个方式的，到一个正常化的一个方式。那我们就会说，那有没有你刚好你调整部分，就是这个人的最后那个 piece， 你会这么说吗？他说不一定啊。有时候有些人回去走路，那个脚就没办法 hold， 那这个时候你有可能要考虑给鞋垫啊等等的。然后他就说，不过他都这样子，他就说呢，基本上一次，第一次疗程后来问说要隔多久第二次，他说通常会说下个礼拜再来。好，那不然但是他说，你可以约下礼拜，不过他都会加一句话，如果你觉得不需要的话，你随时都可以取消，你可以不用来的，你觉得已经差不多了就可以不用来，他一定会说这句话。然后呢，他就说其实这样子也很好。他说其实事实上是他也尊重你，他有时候也觉得那一次疗程其实就够，他也觉得解决完了，他也不用再来。他说在那个集里面就是有一些，他说他的内心并没有什么保养治疗的这样的概念。他说集医你去念集医学校的时候，他可能会说你怎么样把你的那个事业经营提好啊，甚至就是说你怎么做套餐啊、打折啊，他觉得这个有点变态。他说意思就是说，就是你没有办法做任何事情让它完全变好。怎么那么奇怪？你还在讲你要在这连续几次，然后打多少折这样子，或是买会员？Okay.
So after the correction, you should re-challenge and see whether or not you did it.
好，所以我们调整完之后，我们还要再重新挑战一次，看有没有做好了。
Now, if you did not do it, there are various options. Number one. You may have, before doing the same thing over again, you may have to go down to the loved partner, and you may want to do that maybe when she is in prone position. or there is another factor that you didn't take care of. We are at this point working with a section of the whole issue. That means we should in the long run or medium run integrate the craniomandibular system, for instance, yeah? Because you have there's no malocclusion without C2 dysfunction, and vice versa. So there are other factors to be considered, but well, for the time being, we focus on the cervical spine.
好，所以他说，在这个阶段，我可以马上做再测试挑战，但是其实你不见得马上要做挑战，你也可以去做那个 Lovett 的那个腰椎的伙伴啊，该做的做一做，或是趴着做一些手法，或是其他手法，但最后你都得做挑战。他说，甚至有个东西我都还没处理。他刚刚那个牙医师，你听一下，他说没有人齿列排列不佳是不带着 C2 障碍的，也就是说有 C2 有障碍的这个 occlusion 齿列排列咬合都是不好的，都是有问题。
So there's one thing I need to say, that is when you do this mobilization, as I just showed you, you may not get the immediate feeling of relief of the patient. Okay, it is not maybe as dramatic a change.
因为他该做的还有很多，他说，说明他这个手法做完，这个对这个病人来讲，并没有马上的立即性的戏剧性的效应哦。
But we were talking about the effect in the long run, or the overall effect, and then the result is more or less equivalent.
好，所以我们还是在讲，就是说整体的疗效里面，其中一小块可能会有贡献的地方。哦，那当然这是其中一个要去处理的。
So re-challenge. She's still making a face, and
还
push
是
into
会痛
my
的感觉哦，老师。
push into my hand, and so but the challenge is negative, so I would leave it alone. Depending on what I find in terms of palpation, I would have a tendency to do some needling. Okay, that is. I would needle towards what? The facet. No? This is not a big deal. It's just a matter of getting used to it. Now, a question. Most of you are physical therapists, right? Are you allowed to use needles in this country?
No.
No.
So what should we do?
Huh?
Is there any alternative ways besides
What
needles?
other way?
Yeah, besides needles, is there other like material or tool that I can prescribe on my
Well,
patient?
you can
Or I can have like 10 assistants there, like, simultaneously pressing down on the points.
well, you can use your fingers, yes, and kind of